Cooking vegetables can really change their texture and taste, and what's super important, especially for those managing diabetes, is how it affects their nutrient content. Good nutrition is absolutely key for health when you're dealing with diabetes. So today, we're going to explore 7 amazing vegetables that, when you cook them the right way, hold on to their valuable nutrients. This way, if you're diabetic, you can make some really delicious and smart choices about what you eat. Top 7 nutrient-retaining vegetables for diabetics. Number 1, broccoli. First up on our list is broccoli. Now, broccoli is a real nutritional powerhouse, and it's especially good for diabetics because it's packed with fiber and antioxidants. These can help regulate blood sugar and fight off something called oxidative stress. Plus, it's loaded with vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, and potassium, all things that contribute to your overall well-being and help manage complications from diabetes. How you cook your broccoli really makes a difference to its nutrients. If you boil it, you might lose some water-soluble vitamins, like vitamin C. But don't worry, other methods are much gentler. Microwaving, for example, can actually keep up to 90% of broccoli's vitamin C. So, that's a fantastic quick cooking option. And here's something interesting. Cooking can actually boost certain nutrients in broccoli. The heat helps break down the tough cell walls of the plant. This means some nutrients like vitamin K, vitamin E, and beta-carotene become more bioavailable. In simpler terms, your body can absorb and use them better. So if you want to keep the most nutrients, try steaming or stir-frying your broccoli for just a short time. These methods use less water and shorter cooking times, which helps protect those delicate vitamins while making sure the broccoli is perfectly tender, crisp, and tastes great. And for those managing diabetes, the sulforaphane in broccoli is worth noting. Studies suggest it might help improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood glucose levels. On top of that, its high fiber content slows down how quickly sugar is absorbed, which helps keep blood sugar levels stable after you eat. This makes cooked broccoli a really smart choice for any diabetic-friendly meal plan. Number 2, carrots. Next up, let's talk about carrots. We all know carrots are great for our eyes, right? But their nutritional perks go way beyond that, especially when it comes to managing blood sugar. Carrots are a good source of fiber, vitamin A from beta-carotene, vitamin K, and potassium. They're a low glycemic choice that can satisfy that sweet tooth without sending your blood sugar through the roof. Now, how you cook carrots can change their nutrient levels. If you boil them and throw out the water, you might lose some of those water-soluble vitamins. But methods like steaming, roasting, or stir-frying are much better at keeping the nutrients locked in. One really cool thing that happens when you cook carrots is that the beta-carotene becomes more bioavailable. Cooking softens them up, making it easier for your body to turn that beta-carotene into vitamin A, which is so important for your immune system and, of course, your vision. So what are the best ways for diabetics to cook carrots? Well, steaming them until they're tender crisp, or roasting them with a touch of olive oil are great options. These methods keep the nutrients in and bring out their natural sweetness, so you don't need to add any sugar, making them a tasty part of your meals. And if you're looking for ideas, try adding steamed carrots to your salads, roasting them with some herbs as a side dish, or even blending cooked carrots into soups and stews. They're super versatile and don't have a big impact on blood sugar, making them a fantastic way to add color, flavor, and a nutritional boost to your diabetic meal plans. Number 3, spinach. Moving on to number 3, we have spinach. Spinach is absolutely loaded with key nutrients that are super beneficial for diabetic health. We're talking vitamin K, vitamin A, folate, magnesium, and iron. Plus, It's low in carbs and high in fiber, which makes it an excellent choice for keeping blood sugar in check and for your overall well-being. Now, when you cook spinach, how it affects the nutrients can vary a bit. You might lose some vitamin C, especially if you boil it for too long, but other nutrients can actually become easier for your body to access. Generally, light cooking is the way to go to keep its nutritional goodness intact. Take vitamin K, for example. It's vital for bone health and blood clotting, and the great news is that spinach holds on to its vitamin K really well, even when cooked. Microwaving, in fact, has been shown to be very effective at keeping vitamin K levels high in this leafy green. Here's something else that's quite interesting. The iron in cooked spinach versus raw spinach. Raw spinach does have iron, but it also contains oxalic acid, which can get in the way of your body absorbing that iron. Cooking spinach actually helps reduce this oxalic acid, potentially making more of that iron available for your body to use. So, to keep as much nutritional value in your spinach as possible, try light steaming, sautéing, or just wilting it quickly in a pan. These methods help minimize nutrient loss, make the spinach nice and tender, and also reduce its volume, so it's easier to eat a good nutrient-packed serving. Number 4, green beans. At number 4, we have green beans. Green beans bring a lot to the table for diabetes management. They're low in calories and carbohydrates, but are rich in fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, and vitamin A. That fiber content is especially great because it helps slow down how quickly your body absorbs glucose and also helps you feel full. The way you cook green beans really matters for their nutrient content. Steaming them, for instance, is much better than boiling when it comes to keeping those nutrients in. Boiling can lead to a big loss of water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and folate, as they just seep out into the cooking water. Good news is, fiber in cooked green beans usually holds up pretty well, especially if you use cooking methods that don't involve too much water or heat. And this fiber is so important for diabetics, as it helps with blood sugar control and keeps your digestive system healthy. So, what are the best ways to cook them? Quick methods like steaming until they're tender crisp, stir-frying, or microwaving are all excellent for keeping the nutrients in green beans. These techniques also help them keep their bright color, crisp texture, and all those valuable vitamins. It's really easy to include cooked green beans in diabetic meal plans. You can serve them as a simple steamed side, toss them into stir-fries with some lean protein, or mix them into vegetable medleys. They make a nutritious and satisfying part of any meal. Number 5, beetroot. Coming in at number 5 is beetroot. Now, beetroot does have some natural sugar, but it also offers some pretty significant blood sugar benefits. This is thanks to its high fiber content and some unique phytonutrients called betalains, which act as antioxidants and have anti-inflammatory properties. Beetroot is also a good source of folate, manganese, and potassium. How many nutrients are lost when you cook beetroot really depends on how you cook it and for how long. If you boil beetroot, especially if you've peeled and cut it first, a lot of those water-soluble vitamins and even the beautiful pigments can just wash out into the water. So, to keep as many nutrients as possible, try cooking beetroots whole, with their skin still on. Roasting or steaming them whole is much better at holding on to their beneficial compounds compared to boiling. Short cooking times are also really important for preserving beetroot's nutritional value. You want to cook them until they're just tender, not mushy. This helps keep more of their delicate nutrients and that gorgeous, vibrant color. When you're adding beetroot to a diabetic diet, it's all about balancing how it affects your blood sugar with all the good stuff it offers. Pairing cooked beetroot with some protein and healthy fats and just being mindful of how much you're eating can help you manage its impact on your blood sugar while still getting all those health benefits. Number 6, bell peppers. Next on our list, at number 6, are bell peppers. Whether they're red, yellow, orange, or green, bell peppers are an excellent source of vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant. To keep that vitamin C content high, you'll want to choose quick cooking methods that use very little water, like stir-frying or a light sauté. Bell peppers also have a rich antioxidant profile, full of things like flavonoids and carotenoids. These offer really significant benefits in helping to reduce diabetic complications, which are often tied to oxidative stress and inflammation. Basically, these antioxidants help protect your cells from damage. And guess what? Cooking methods like a quick stir-fry or roasting can actually make some of the nutrients in bell peppers, like carotenoids such as beta-carotene, more bioavailable. This is because cooking helps break down the cell walls, making these nutrients easier for your body to absorb. You might have noticed that bell peppers come in different colors, and those colors tell you something about their phytonutrient content. For example, red peppers usually have the most vitamin C and beta-carotene, but yellow and orange ones are packed with good stuff too. Green peppers, which are picked a bit earlier, still offer solid nutritional value. So, for the best nutrition, stick to quick cooking methods. Slicing up bell peppers and tossing them into stir-fries right at the end of cooking, or roasting them briefly until they're tender crisp, will help them hold on to their vitamins, antioxidants, and that lovely crunch. Number 7, cauliflower. And finally, at number 7, we have cauliflower. Cauliflower is a truly fantastic low-carb vegetable, which makes it especially good for blood sugar control if you have diabetes. Its mild flavor and how incredibly versatile it is also make it a really popular choice in all sorts of diets. When it comes to keeping its nutrients, cauliflower generally does pretty well with various cooking methods, especially when you compare it to some other veggies. Steaming, roasting, and even microwaving can all help preserve a good amount of its vitamins, like vitamin C, vitamin K, and folate. One of the biggest pluses of cauliflower for diabetics is just how versatile it is as a substitute for starchy foods. You can rice it, mash it, or puree it to take the place of higher carb items like potatoes or rice. This is a great way to lower the overall glycemic load of your meals. And it's easy to make cauliflower taste amazing without losing out on nutrition. Try roasting it with some herbs and spices, or steam it and then toss it with a light, healthy dressing. You can create some really delicious and satisfying dishes. Getting creative with cauliflower can really maximize both its nutrition and how much you enjoy eating it. Think about making cauliflower rice, using cauliflower to make pizza crusts, or whipping up some creamy cauliflower mash. These are all healthy alternatives that can help support stable blood sugar levels. Best cooking methods for nutrient retention. So let's talk a bit more about the best cooking methods for keeping those nutrients in your vegetables. When it comes to preserving the nutritional goodness, how you cook your veggies really matters. Steaming and microwaving often get top marks because they usually use less water and shorter cooking times. This is great for holding on to water-soluble vitamins, like B vitamins and vitamin C. And if you saute your veggies with a little bit of healthy fat, that can actually help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins better. Boiling, though, can cause a lot of nutrient loss, especially if you throw away the cooking water. Temperature and how long you cook things are also super important. If you overcook vegetables at really high temperatures for too long, you can break down those sensitive nutrients. You're aiming for that perfect tender crisp texture, not something mushy. Using as little water as possible is also a biggie. particularly for those water-soluble vitamins. And hey, if you do boil your vegetables, think about using that nutrient-rich cooking liquid in your soups or sauces. A couple of other handy tips. Try cutting your vegetables into larger pieces to reduce the surface area that's exposed, and cook them just before you plan to serve them. Meal planning strategies for diabetics. Now let's touch on some meal planning strategies specifically for diabetics. Effective meal planning really comes down to getting a good, thoughtful balance of both cooked and raw vegetables. This way, you maximize your nutrient intake and keep things interesting with plenty of variety. Try to include a whole rainbow of colors from both cooked and raw veggies to make sure you're getting a wide range of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in your diet. It's also super important to combine your vegetables with sources of lean protein and healthy fats. This doesn't just create a balanced meal, it also helps slow down how quickly glucose is absorbed. That means better blood sugar control and more sustained energy levels for you. And of course, portion sizes are absolutely key for managing your blood sugar. While you can generally be a bit more generous with non-starchy vegetables, it's really important to understand what an appropriate serving size is for everything on your plate. This helps you manage your overall carbohydrate intake and keep those blood sugar levels stable. So, to wrap things up, choosing to cook your vegetables definitely doesn't mean you have to lose out on their nutritional power. When you cook them properly, vegetables can absolutely hold on to a lot of their vital nutrients. And as we've seen, in some cases, cooking can even make certain compounds more bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use them even better. For anyone managing diabetes, including these 7 nutrient-packed vegetables we talked about, that's broccoli, carrots, spinach, green beans, beetroot, bell peppers, and cauliflower, and preparing them using those optimal cooking methods is really an excellent way to support better blood sugar management. It can also help reduce the risk of complications and just contribute to your overall vibrant health. Now I'm curious, which of these vegetables do you regularly include in your diet? We'd love for you to share your favorite cooking method in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more diabetes-friendly nutrition tips and recipes. We're here to help you manage your blood sugar while still enjoying delicious, nutrient-rich meals.